Is Mr. Elmhorst with a Criminal Knights 6th grade math help video. We're going to look at the Unit 1 integers, minor grade. So which number is the opposite of number on the number line? So opposite means we are going to start by focusing on 0. And the opposite of going negative would be going positive. So this would be -2. The opposite would be +2. Number 2, absolute value is measured in distance from 0. So this one right here is -3. So we got 1, 2, 3, -3. Absolute value is asking how many steps is that number away from 0. So it's not asking for an integer or a direction, it's just asking you how far. So that would be -3 is 3 spaces from 0. Put these into order from least to greatest. So we got our least is going to be the most negative, and greatest is going to be the most positive. So first we're going to go down here and find the most negative. So it looks like that's -180 or -89. And then we try to find the most positive, which would be 9. So we're starting with -89, and then we're going to go up to 9. We're going to compare these to integers. Now, just as a comparison, if these were positive, 898 is greater than 99. So the way I teach this is we put 2 dots by the larger number and 1 dot by the smaller number. Well, in the negative is going to be the opposite of positive. -99 is closer to 0 and closer to the positive side, and -898 is going to be lesser. So this one is actually going to be the greater one. -99 is greater than -898. So when you're looking at the negatives, they're the opposite of what you would write for the positives. As she went scuba dive, a depth of 23 feet below sea level. What is the absolute value? 23 feet below sea level. 23. Why did I put 21? Here we go. 23. So absolute value is no positive or negative. It's just the number. So we are looking at 23 feet. It's telling you how far is it and not direction. Which statement is furthest from sea level? The positive numbers represent locations above sea level. So when we're looking at furthest below sea level, we're looking at 0. We got positive 23, 7, -9, and -12. So the furthest from sea level is going to be 23. Farthest. Once again, comparing, if you had 5 and 7, 7 would be greater than 5. But once we make them negatives, negative is greater than, -5 is greater than -7. -5 is closer to 0 and closer to the positive. So this is actually greater than. -2 and 0. On a number line, going to the right is greater, and 0 is going to be greater than -2. -2 is below or less than 0. The opposite of -15 would be +15. And we're just going to drag and put these on the number line. So this one's going to go at -1, +2, +5, and -7.